As the mourning for Melissa and Mark Hortman continues and the long recovery for John and Yvette Hoffman moves forward, more questions are emerging about the case against the suspect, Vance Boelter, who was captured last Sunday after a 43-hour manhunt. Joining us, as he has for many criminal proceedings, criminal defense attorney Joe Tamburino. Thank you so much for all your help that you give us. Is this going to be a death penalty case? The federal prosecutor said that was possible.
Yes, I would imagine it is. I mean, right now, what Attorney General Pam Bondi has to decide, and of course she has a team.
Pam Bondi decides this.
That's right. She decides whether or not to seek the death penalty in all federal prosecutions that would qualify for it. And obviously, murder would qualify for it. If she decides, and I think she likely will decide, that this is a death penalty case, then it becomes a very complex case, no doubt about that, and then the death penalty could be imposed if he's convicted.
Okay, certainly she did announce the death penalty in the Luigi Mangione case, where he is accused of gunning down the CEO of United Health.
That's right.
So that's a clue, or is that too much reading into it?
It's not much reading into it at all. In the Luigi Mangione case that happened last December, within 30 days, she decided that this was going to be, or that was going to be, a death penalty case, and he was indicted. And there, he presumably only murdered one person. Here we have 2 people murdered and 2 people attempted murder. It's a very grisly and horrific situation. So I would imagine Attorney General Bondi will seek the death penalty.
All right, we have a graphic that shows the charges against, the federal charges against Mr. Boelter, similar charges in state court. Earlier this week, a startling statement from the county attorney, Hennepin County attorney, saying she wants to go first. Yet the hearing has been in federal court. The next hearing is scheduled in federal court. Who goes first, and does it matter? The charges are very similar.
It does matter who goes first for several reasons, but everyone watching this should know that there's no exact law that says the federal authorities get to go first. Yes, federal law is the supreme law, especially with constitutional issues. But normally who goes first is worked out ahead of time. Now, Mr. Boelter was in the Hennepin County Jail under Hennepin County custody, but then the U.S. Marshals transferred him to federal custody. So we know that something happened there. But normally these things are worked out and discussed ahead of time. However, now that he's in federal custody, he's not going back to state court. I highly doubt that they would allow him to make a court appearance.
And you and I were talking before the show, the detention hearing on Friday where they see if he can qualify for some kind of bail. You don't think that's going to happen because in federal court, they don't have to give you that option. That's
correct. Under federal law, if a judge deems that basically you're a danger to the public, to society, they can hold you without bail. Whereas in state court, a bail is your right. Think of it this way.
No matter what.
And think of it this way. If the federal authorities didn't step in, Mr. Boelter would have a $5 million bail. What happens if some fringe group or fringe wealthy person decided to post that bail? He'd be out on the street right now.
All right. I have a question about why he has a taxpayer-paid public defender at this point. We have some graphics looking at his assets. Boelter's assets include a $520,000 home that is paid off in Green Isle, purchased in 2023. It has 3,800 square feet and 11 acres, according to Zillow. He also has 7 cars and $20,000 to $30,000 in cash. This is what he told the court, as well as 50 guns. And he claims he has all this on a $540 weekly income. Those are far more assets than most people come to court with. How can he possibly qualify for a public defender, which the judge said he's probably going to need because of the seriousness of the charges?
Well, you just hit it on the head. The judge said that he's going to get a public defender. Normally, almost all of the time, you only get a public defender if you're indigent. You can't afford any type of legal services or very little amount. But in this case, what the judge said is because of the complexity and because of the seriousness, he's going to get a public defender. Now, right now, the case isn't that complex. Presumably, there is already a confession. There's a lot of evidence against him. However, if Attorney General Bondi sets this as a death penalty case, I don't know of any practitioner in Minnesota that could actually handle that because we haven't had the death penalty since 1906, and then it was outlawed in 1911. There are a number of federal public defenders in the country who are qualified to do this. So I'm sure that was part of the factor.
All right, interesting. All right, Joe Tamburino, thank you so much for coming in, and I'm sure you'll be helping us sort this out for months to come. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.